What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It's your boy Goblin, and today we're coming in with a hoot and a holler of a video. We're coming in with a real trap shit, Trapaholics mixtape. Damn, son, where'd you find this kind of video? It's just gonna be a hoot and a holler. It's gonna be nothing like you've ever heard before. Now, I know there's gonna be outrage in the comments. Goblin, where's the rehab video? We want it now. Fuck you, unsub doses. Well, listen, alright? Just hold your horses. Quite frankly, I'm trying to figure out where the hell to start with it because there's just so much to say. It's going to be at least a 10-part series. Like, it's going to be insane. So, hope you guys do enjoy this video. Drop a like if you do, and don't forget to ask me questions using the hashtag AskGoblin in the comment section below for my next Q&A video. I'm going to try to be doing some maybe weekly Q&As is what I'm thinking, and also, special little announcement, I'm more than likely opening a P.O. box this coming week because I've had a couple people ask me if I do have one, if they can send me mail. So, if you guys want to send me mail, maybe I'll do like a monthly mail opening video or something like that, where I just hoard all the fan mail I get for a month and then open it all and make a video on it. You know, I think that would be really, really cool and a really good way to interact with you guys. You know, I have this big blank wall in front of me, so like if you guys send me like art, no matter what it is, unless it's like horribly inappropriate, I'll hang it up. So, like, I mean, just go wild. I'm not sure yet, but there's a good possibility it's happening. So let me know what you guys think of that idea in the comment section below. Would you guys want me to open a P.O. box? Would I even get any mail? Let me know. But anyways, without further ado, let's dive into it. So, question 1 from James Belial. I think I said that right. Hashtag AskGoblin. What drugs have you been addicted to? All right, so I've never been physically addicted to a drug. Like, you know, whenever I stopped doing a certain drug, I never went through physical withdrawals, but mentally, oh, fuck me, man. I know I'm going to get a lot of flack in the comments, but definitely weed in terms of mental addiction. Like, weed was all I thought about, and if I didn't have weed, I would do anything to get some. Like, it was bad. My day-to-day was just blowing dope. Like, that's all I did. It was definitely a strong mental addiction. Also ketamine for a little while. I was doing a shit ton of that. When I stopped, it was really hard to stop. Kind of Xanax when I went through my little Xanax phase a little bit, just because I was doing it daily, and like for the first like 2 or so weeks, I had a really hard time not doing it. You know, like I told myself I was going to stop, but I feel like if I didn't have weed to get me through those, I probably would have relapsed on those drugs. Like, repeatedly, but thank God I had weed to get me through that. But those are the only real drugs I can think of that I've been addicted to, at least in my opinion. Just weed, Xans, and ketamine, essentially. Nothing else. Everything else I've had a really easy time, you know, not doing. But those 3 drugs, they got me good, man, let me tell you. Next question from Scoob98, hashtag AskGoblin. Why exactly do you hate Xans? I always seem to have a good time. So I think I've touched on this a decent amount in past videos, but I don't like Xans because of, you know, the high not being fun. Because, I mean, let's be honest here, guys. Xans are fun, but I hate it more because I don't like drugs where I just feel like a fucking dumbass the whole time. Like, I hate doing a drug where I just go completely, like, mentally retarded and then the next day wake up and not remember any of it. Like, every time I did Xans, I always lost something. Like, I would lose my wallet, I would lose some weed, I would lose my money, I'd lose my phone. Like, I would lose something every time I did Xans, like, no matter what. And on top of that, I didn't like feeling dumb. Like, I really didn't. I hated that feeling. So that was one of the main reasons as to why I hate Xans. You know, just feeling really stupid. And on top of that, you know, if you're trying to, like, let them dissolve in your mouth, I've heard that gives you the strongest effect. And believe me, I've tried that. They just taste like shit. Like, I mean, but if you're not popping them, you know, they just taste like complete ass. So I don't know. I'm not a big Xan guy. You know, I mean, I used to be at one point. I did a shit ton of Xans, but glad I'm not doing that anymore. Fuck Xanax. Anyways, next question from GD60, hashtag AskGoblin. Since you have done coke, would you do heroin? That's a weird question. I don't know how those drugs relate because they don't. Coke is a stimulant and heroin's an opiate. 2 completely different kind of highs. No, I would not do heroin. I've been offered heroin. I would never do it. Just not not a good thing. That's a no-go for me. That's an abort mission. Absolutely not. Roll out, retreat. Hell no. Get me away from the scary brown dope. Anyways, next question from Isaiah Conception. Hashtag Ask Goblin, how many nuts do you nut daily? Thanks. It depends. And let me tell you guys, in rehab, doing the no fap challenge, like, without wanting to, I saw a comment about this the other day, which is why I use that term. So whoever gave that comment, shout out to you. That was funny. But anyways, not being able to bust one to anything but like men's health ads for like 2 months, and not the men in the men's health ads. Don't get me wrong, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking, the occasional swimsuit ad they had. It was bad. Before I went into rehab, I'd nut like 3-4 times a week, but after I got out, 60 days, no porn. Not gonna lie, the first thing I did was I bought a Brazzers membership. And let me tell you guys, it's paying off. It's paying off wonderfully. That's all I gotta say. So, lately it's been a solid 2 a day. It's been a real solid 2 a day, going strong. But, before that, it was like 3-4 a week. So currently I'm on a roll, but I expect that to slow down very soon. But anyways, thank you for the question, Isaiah. Next question from Brian Agretto. Hashtag Ask Goblin, what do you play on, and what story did you get most excited to share with us, and why? I play on PC mainly. I'm considering getting back into consoles just for COD 4 Remastered. And what story did I get most excited to share? Ooh. Oh, that's a good question. I got really excited for the ass-eating story I told yesterday because I just knew the comments were going to be very interesting, and I was not wrong. Let me think. What other ones can I think of? A lot of, like, in terms of just, like, telling the story and being excited for you guys to hear it, that one, but, like, sometimes I have a knack for knowing when a video is going to do super well. So, like, my drinking NyQuil video and my drinking Delsim video, I got excited to share those with you guys, partially because I wanted you to hear it, but also just because I knew they were going to do really, really well. So, and they did, I was right on that. So, those are some of my favorites, but it really depends on, like, I guess how I'm feeling. Now I'm just telling stories to tell them. I don't really think about the numbers anymore. But at the time when I was making hella drug videos every day, oh, you can bet your ass I was thinking about the numbers, baby. But anyways, thanks for the question, Brian. Next question from William Durand. Hashtag Ask Goblin. Do you believe in aliens? That's a complex question, William. So, I was watching the History Channel show Ancient Aliens when I was in rehab. And let me tell you guys, this is funny as shit. They have a theory that global warming isn't real, and there's really ancient alien cities under Antarctica melting the ice because they're producing heat from, like, the alien electricity. I'm not kidding. I'm not joking. Look this up. That's not relevant to the answer to the question, but I just thought it was so funny. This question reminded me of it, and I had to share it. Like, we were all sitting there watching it together on the TV, just laughing our asses off, like, just losing our shit. And there was this one kid who, like, didn't get sarcasm at all. Like, he was just socially non-functioning, and we all convinced him that we totally thought it was legit, and he was just getting really frustrated because he was very angry that, like, he thought we were all this dumb and believed it, and in reality, like, we were all very clearly being sarcastic. But anyways, I do believe in aliens, quite honestly. Not aliens as in, like, they flew by in a UFO and landed on Earth, but I just believe in the fact that there has to be, like, other life on other planets. Like, there's no way we're the only motherfuckers in this entire universe. Like, there's got to be some other motherfuckers on other planets doing the same shit as we are. Or maybe more advanced shit, maybe less advanced shit, but either way, they're booling on another planet. That's all I know. So I do believe in aliens, not just the kind of aliens that are like the UFO Area 51 flying saucer, big dick mega mind aliens, not those, but I believe in the concept of aliens. Next question from Brandon Boothroyd. Hashtag Ask Goblin. What's the dumbest thing you've ever done while tripping on acid or shrooms? Ooh, that's a good question. I've only done shrooms a couple times, so I'm going to focus more on acid on this question. Not really a shroom guy. Let's see. Oh, God. It's got to be, I mean, okay, so prior to going into rehab, I'm going to give you guys a little hint of the story of how I got into rehab. I was in the back of an ambulance tripping sack. Like, I was fucked up. This was right before I got sent. This was like the 28th of October. And I was in the back of the ambulance, and I was tripping so hard. I don't know why. I had this like spiritual experience, and I believed that I was hearing God and that I was God, and like different music was playing, and like I was just hearing things. Like, it was a psychosis, quite honestly. But I remember looking around at the EMTs in the ambulance who were like taking my vitals and all that, and thinking that I knew what they were about to say, like mid-sentence, and knew their names without reading their name tags. So like, I remember this EMT was taking my vitals when I first got in the ambulance, and I just believed wholeheartedly his name was John. I was like, John, what's up? And he looked at me like wide-eyed, just like, he didn't respond. And at the time I thought, oh, he's John. He knows I got him. That's why he's not answering. He knows his name's John. I got him. And, like the nurses, when I got to the hospital, and like, in the ambulance, when I was talking to the EMTs, like, they'd be halfway through their sentence, and I would just think I knew what they were going to say and just blurt it out, like, making no sense. That was, oh God, you guys have no idea what stories are coming. It was a wacky, wild ride, but anyways, that's probably the dumbest shit I've ever done. Just that whole night was just ridiculous. So thanks for the question, Brandon. Next question from Damian P.O. #AskGoblin. What's the worst drug you've ever done? All right, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. This is a story I haven't told. This is something that I've told nobody except for very close friends. But I figured that since I'm sober now, and since I'm going with a no holding back kind of attitude on my videos, I have smoked crack. It was only once, I'm not kidding, but never did it again. But I've still done it, and I hated it. So that's the worst drug I've ever done. Oh, God, I can't wait for the comments on this video. This is about to be a total shitstorm. But yeah, maybe I'll tell that story one day. We'll see. I don't know, guys. That's going to be an iffy one. If you want the crack story, let me know. I guess. Just let me know. So thanks for the question, Damon. Next question from Bill. Goblin, do you think all the drugs you took changed you as a person? And my boy Danny D added the #AskGoblin. So shout out to Danny for slapping that on there for Bill's question to get featured. And by the way, sorry these are such old questions, but I never got around to answering these because I was in fucking rehab. But somewhat, yes. I do think not all the drugs I did, but I definitely think, I don't know, I definitely think probably weed and psychedelics, like acid, changed me the most as a person, along with my little Xan phase, but that was only at the time. They didn't permanently change me, but I don't know, I definitely think, the amount of weed I was smoking and my mentality on life really changed because of my use. Not trying to say like, fuck weed, it's a bad drug. No, it's wonderful. But, I definitely have changed in a lot of ways since like prior to my use. And if you guys go back and listen to some of my really old videos from like my freshman year of high school before I was doing drugs, you can hear the difference. At least in my opinion, I can hear the difference. Like, it's not just puberty. I can just, the way I talk, the way I think, the way I like say things, the videos I was making, like, definitely just changed me, personality wise. I'm not trying to get too far into detail with it here because this is the final question. The video's getting a little long here. So anyways, to answer that question, yes, definitely the drugs have changed me. So anyways, hope you guys did enjoy this video. That's all the questions I have for today. Drop a like if you guys did enjoy, and don't forget to ask questions with the #AskGoblin in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.